Hello guys. So just Mr. Nadal, but on this video we'll be showing 1, 2, 3 all of Newton's laws, and we'll be backing it up with evidence and giving you an example of what it means and what it is. So we'll be starting with first law and we'll make ourselves up to the third. So 1, 2, and 3. First law is shown when bigger things are harder to move. Push the table. And now push the umbrella or the trash can.
I don't think this is gonna move.
Oh, see, it took much less force to push this than that because it's bigger and has, it always tends to have more mass.
Go.
First, I can show how this object wants to stay there when I do this. It stayed exactly on the same place because the ball doesn't want to move. It wants to stay in the same place. Inertia can also be shown when I do this. Notice how my body stayed in the same place while the skateboard went off. My body wanted to stay here, and I'm the object that wanted to stay at rest. Now, when I get on this chair, it's much harder to move than when you just push it. It's much easier than it is because there's more mass, and that's evidence to how first law works. You're still here? Okay. Well, that was pretty much the summary of first law. We've seen how objects like to stay in their place, how they're heavier to move depending on mass or weight, whatever, etc. Well, let's move on to number 2. Alright, so now that we're at second law, we're going to show acceleration, which is that pretty much, or right there. We are the force that's moving it. It could be anything like a truck, anything could push it or move it, but this can only be stopped by another force outside. Only us, we're able to stop it. And that's pretty much an outside force can only move that. That ball pushed that, which is the force that was touching it. Right here too. This is gonna stay still until I decide to move it or put it back. Can only move like that. And I can stop it whenever I want. This too can only move if I want. We're the force that's acting on it, and pretty much nothing can be moved without an outside force or can be stopped without an outside force. This is a good way to show acceleration. As much force as I put to it, it's like as fast as it's gonna go. You've seen that was pretty fast right there, right? But what if I just really slow, right? So yeah. I went pretty fast there, but that's literally acceleration. I was pushing on the ground, I was going fast, and that's what happened. And I couldn't control because it was going really fast. Acceleration can pretty much be shown anywhere with any object. Throw that. I could throw this too. Not really this, just that. Pretty much anything that you're able to throw. And this would never happen without us, the outside force acting on it. Oh, that went pretty far. So that's the end of second law, which is basically summarizing that objects can only move or stop with an outside force, which is us or anything else that's able to move something. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, moving on to the third, which is personally my favorite one. Force pairs, always seen in sports. Soccer, kicking the ball, bodying, anything that involves, two persons or objects, anything that's just two. Right here, pushing it back. There's always another force pushing it, even like that. Doing this, and doing that. It hurt my foot, and that's the force doing it. So that's it. All 3 laws in this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something from it. Bye. And thanks to my brother, which he helped me edit throughout this video. He's really talented.